Critiquing the concept of being employed can be approached from various angles, depending on the perspective you want to emphasize. Below is an example of a critique using specific examples. Critique of being employed. The limitations of traditional employment: lack of autonomy and creativity. Consider a graphic designer working for a large corporation. While they may have the skills to create innovative designs, their work is often constrained by corporate guidelines, client demands, and rigid deadlines. This stifles their creativity and limits their ability to explore unique ideas. Instead of being able to experiment and grow as an artist, they are reduced to following orders, which can lead to dissatisfaction and burnout. Income inequality and exploitation. Take the case of a retail worker at a fast fashion chain. Despite working long hours, often in poor conditions, their wages barely cover basic living expenses. Meanwhile, the CEO of the company earns millions annually. This disparity highlights how traditional employment can perpetuate income inequality, where the labor of workers is exploited to generate profits for those at the top, with little regard for fair compensation or worker well-being. Job insecurity and lack of fulfillment. A software engineer at a tech startup might enjoy their work initially, but the constant pressure to meet unrealistic deadlines and the fear of layoffs during economic downturns can create a toxic work environment. Even if the job pays well, the lack of job security and the absence of meaningful purpose in their work can lead to a sense of emptiness and stress. Limited growth opportunities. A mid-level manager at a traditional manufacturing company may find themselves stuck in a role with little room for advancement. Despite years of experience, they are passed over for promotions in favor of external hires or younger employees. This lack of upward mobility can lead to frustration and a feeling of being undervalued, even after dedicating years to the company. Work-life imbalance. A nurse working in a hospital often faces grueling 12-hour shifts, leaving little time for personal life, family, or self-care. The demands of the job can lead to physical and emotional exhaustion, highlighting how traditional employment structures often prioritize productivity over the well-being of employees. While employment provides financial stability and structure for many, these examples illustrate its limitations: lack of autonomy, income inequality, job insecurity, limited growth opportunities, and poor work-life balance. These issues suggest that traditional employment models may not be sustainable or fulfilling for everyone, prompting the need for alternative work arrangements, such as freelancing, entrepreneurship, or cooperative business models, that prioritize worker well-being and equity. This critique uses real-world scenarios to highlight the downsides of being employed, offering a balanced perspective on the challenges many face in traditional work environments.